1980, my brother was a student at MIT, and Cybex was looking for a computer. So there's no cell phones, there's no personal computers. Like there's, there are mainframe computers and mini computers. So they had a Cybex machine that printed out the report on a strip chart. So you had a torque curve and a position curve, and you'd take a little white card and you'd measure the values. So it'd take about 20 minutes to do the test. It would take 40 minutes to create the report. So Cybex goes to MIT and says, hey, we need someone to create a program to run on a computer. So Apple had just come out with the IIe, I think around 1980 or 81. So timing was right. So MIT says, well, that's cool. We have a student that wants the project. We'll do it, but we need the medical expertise. So they go to Mass General. And by the way, at MIT was Paul Grace. Okay. He was the athletic trainer there, right? Yeah. And Paul's like, oh, this is cool. Back. Yeah. Paul's like, this is cool. I'll do that, right? And you had Coco Kasabian hanging out at Northeastern, right? Yeah. So I'll play. So they go to Mass General, and then there's two physical therapists, Mary Watkins and Betty Ann Harris. And the doctor, the orthopedic surgeon, you may know his name because Dr. Gill studied under him, was Zarins.
Dr. Zarins,
exactly.
Yeah, of course.
So Rich works with Zarins for a year. They create this program that sits on a computer that's the size of a large filing cabinet. Yeah. It's huge. Cybex looks at it and says, well, that's kind of neat, but we're not interested. We'll do something else. So Zarins says, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Why don't you keep doing what you're doing? So Mass General hires Rich for a year, and he takes it off this big box and shrinks it down to an Apple IIe. So my dad, who'd always been an entrepreneur, says, why don't you start a company to sell your software upgrade for the Cybex? So what happened was, you do the test in 20 minutes, and now you get results in 2 minutes, as opposed to 40 minutes. So now we're selling a time saver. Right?
So that's where computer sports medicine
That's where computer sports medicine was born.
Yeah. Awesome.